So I've been on an adventure with AI because, like you, I saw, wow, this hopefully can help us as instructional designers in the HR field to be more productive. And we need to be on the forefront of AI. We also need to understand it so that we can understand what's good, what's bad, where it can help, where it can't help. This is the journey I've been using. And I've been talking to a lot of companies about if you haven't started, you need to start because it's what's the saying from the gentleman at Harvard, right? It's not AI isn't going to be here to take your job, but those of us that don't have AI understanding and skills will be replaced by people who do, especially in our work.
When we use Gen AI can create some, if you have the right prompts and you interact with it, it can create some useful information and content, but we always need the human in the loop. So, Brian or Marty, would you like to share a little bit about the human in the loop aspect?
I say humor in the loop, something that was made popular by Ethan Mollick, who wrote a book called Co-Intelligence, was that it's not about having AI do all the work for you. It is about using AI as your creative thought partner. I call it my creative partner, and then being able to edit and interact and provide content that has your thumbprint on it as much as any content from AI. A lot of times people that aren't familiar with AI pose a question and they just get information from the big database of the entire world of what something is or isn't. When you feed your own content in there, like say you are on a podcast and it's your own content, an hour long, and it's transcribed, then what AI delivers back to you is a meaningful summary that adds some dimension and some words and phrases that you might not have thought of about your own content, but it's all yours.
Going back to what Marty said, as a marketing person with that focus and that perspective, you do need that collaboration and that creative partner. It used to be that you might have a team of people and you get into a room and you extract all of the best ideas. But with that collaboration with AI, we're able to do that. And Dirk gave a great example of how we're using that, but we're able to do that in minutes with that creative partner that we have within AI.
The generative AI and different forms of communication becomes extraordinarily democratized is in this audiencing and storytelling capabilities. The ability to create text, but also audio and video and images. I come from an art and design education background, so I've always felt very comfortable creating different types of graphics and selecting graphics. But now with generative AI, that becomes a lot more accessible. So now the question is not really, should I be using images, but how am I using images most effectively to convey this data? Because you're collecting data, you're presenting data in your work in some way, shape, or form. And just having the data does not produce change. It is how it's presented, who it's presented to, and what impact that presentation has. And generative AI allows this to become a pretty smooth transition. And the more you start doing that prompt engineering and you find that workflow and perfect it, then you can start asking new opportunities. Just like Dirk mentioned, oh, well, we didn't have, share these particular types of insights or quotes and timestamps. Once you start doing that, then there's going to be a new opportunity because that's just become so routine.